Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm Daniel Norton, photographer here in New York. And this video I'm going to do something a little bit different. I was online the other day with somebody doing some consultation and they were looking for some gear. And what we did was I shared my screen and we kind of went shopping together, if you will. And that was for like a bigger studio with a much higher budget. But I remember that when I worked with Adorama more doing lighting consultation, like physically in the space, we would often have people come in with all kinds of budgets. And sometimes people don't really know what they can do with the money they have. They know kind of what they want to do. They're like, I want to make a portrait or I want to do whatever. And they don't always know where to go or what to look for. And there's so much stuff out there. So what I thought I would do is do an experiment. Will hopefully become some kind of a, maybe kind of a small series. I'm hoping to get feedback from you guys. Let me know in the comments below what a certain type of photography and a budget, and we'll try to do a few of these. I'm going to basically share my screen with you in a second, and we're going to go on Amazon because I think Amazon's kind of the most generic place. We can also use Adorama and stuff in the future, but I think this is a good way to do it because there's a lot of variety, and this is where a lot of people go to look for things online. Unfortunately, we don't all have the great things that we have in New York City, which are photo stores that we can walk into, right? So you're kind of just looking at a wall of internet, right? Or you're just Googling, which is maybe even worse. So in any case, I'm going to start off with a classic, which is I want to make portraits and I have $500 for a budget. Now, some people might say $500 is a lot of money. I mean, if you write in the comments below $50, it's going to be very difficult to really recommend much at all. But, you know, hey, we'll play around with that. But I think $500 is a pretty good, now I haven't looked yet. I think $500 is a pretty good place to be. I think that for that money, we're going to be able to find a decent setup, not just like a single light or something to add. Now, obviously, I'm assuming you have a camera. I think for $500, you would have a hard time getting a camera and lights and stuff. We're going to basically look at lights and maybe a backdrop. We'll see. So let's jump over here to Amazon. So I went incognito. So I shouldn't have to worry about my accounts and stuff. But also I did that because that way it won't factor in shipping or tax or anything else. We're not going to worry about that. We're taking $500. We're not going to worry about shipping. We're not going to worry about tax. So, I mean, you've probably used Amazon before. So I'm just going to, you could go up here and go into like the photography category, I guess. But I find the simplest thing to do here is just to type in photography. We see photo album coming up, photography lighting. There it is. Click on photography lighting. Let's see what it recommends. Now, again, there are a lot of things are going to come up. We want flash, though. We definitely want flash. Let me see if there's a... Okay, don't see a... Oh, here we go. Macro flashes. Yeah, I don't see anything that specifically says flash. So I'm going to add flash to my... I think flash is probably the most common way to say it. Here we go. Photography lighting flash kit. That probably will work for us. All right. Well, we can already see that some of these results at the top here are not flash. So we're going to have to, that's LEDs clearly. That is LEDs as well. Okay, here's a flash kit already over our budget. Okay, this one, Godox Professional. This one's not bad price-wise. Okay, comes with 2 soft boxes. Okay, this one's a little more expensive. It's got a bag, which is nice. And it also has a set of, it looks like reflectors. So I'm going to open a couple of things. This is how I do things. I'm going to open a couple of different things and we're going to then compare them. Oh, wow. This one's right at the top of our thing. We have a bag. Looks like we've got umbrellas. All right. Now let's look at this one. All right. Here's another one with grids and soft boxes. Wow. There's lots of stuff out there in this price range. These are sponsored actually. Wow. Look at this one here. That's over our price though. Ah, look at this. Okay. So here we've got something that's got a backdrop. Because remember, none of these we've seen so far have backdrops. Now, these are LEDs anyways, though. All right, let's see what else we got. These are highly rated, but again, none of these are flash. This one's way too expensive. That one's got the 3 lights. So, of course, Godox is a good brand that we've seen pop up a lot. You can get lots of different... they're available all over the place. They're compatible. A lot of people... Adorama themselves have the Flashpoint brand, which is pretty much compatible with most of this stuff. So that might be a good place to go for that reason. Let's just cruise to the second page before we make any kind of a decision here. Okay, that's just one light. This kit, another, oh, here we go. This one also looks pretty nice. Limited. I think this, didn't we look at that already? And it was more expensive for somebody else. Ah. Hold on, I clicked on that by mistake. Let's go back. I'm right clicking here to open a new tab. All right, this one's too expensive. And here's another Godox one at with 2 soft boxes. One again has a bag. You know, we're going to assume that somebody spending $500 budget is going to probably not be like setting up a permanent studio where it's just they're always going to be set up, right? So a bag is very useful. And I'll also point out that bags tend to be one of the most expensive things. We forget about them, and sometimes we're like, oh yeah, it just has a bag with it. But having a bag is going to probably save you at least $100 later on. So a bag is something we might really want. Does one have flashes? No. It's funny, none of the ones with flashes seem to have backgrounds or whatever. It seems like a lot of those are green screen kits, which I guess for people doing like actors' headshots and stuff. Let me know if that's something you want to see, like a green screen constant lighting kit. You know, again, let me know what you're looking for. All right, let's look at this. We're not going to spend all day here. We're on a small budget. Let's click on this one. Okay, so this one here is $419, and it comes with, okay, it looks like it comes with a remote. Kind of a janky looking remote, but a remote nonetheless, which is nice. Okay, a couple of soft boxes, reflectors, bag. Let's see if that actually comes with all that stuff, because sometimes they'll show stuff in the picture and it's not exactly what it comes with. Does it have a list of what it comes with? All right, we'll also look at our ratings. 4.5 out of 5 is not bad. It doesn't give us a list here. Multiple mounting options. Here we go. This is what it comes with. Oh no, these are the specifications. Oh, here we go. Package contents. 2 of the strobes, 2 soft boxes, 2 light stands, 1 wireless trigger, which is a transmitter and 2 receivers, 2 power cables, reflector, user manual, carrying bag. Okay, well that's interesting. It doesn't say anywhere that it comes with a reflector. Does it? Oh, that's what that is. 1 reflector. Okay, it's funny. Do you think they'd call it 5-in-1 reflector or something? Right, because I would call this little thing on the front of the light a reflector, but okay, reflector. Okay, that's pretty cool. It comes with a bag, it comes with a reflector, and we still have a little bit of budget left. But let's look at our other kit. The 300 watt seconds. Now, one downside I see to this already is because it comes with a separate receiver and transmitter kit, it doesn't come with it built in. Every light you buy, you're going to have to buy another receiver. So it's something to think about when you're buying a kit. Okay, we'll look at this next one. Here's Godox. Now, these are very inexpensive. They're only 180 watt seconds, so they're a little bit on the lower power setup here. This too has the trigger you get, so no built-in trigger or receiver rather. Yeah, these look. If we needed 3 lights or we needed a bunch of other stuff, I might consider this kit. But on the surface it seems good because it's cheap, but we still need a bag, and I think the power is just not there. So we're gonna actually I'm gonna move this one to the end. All right, let's look at this one. Yeah, this one looks very promising, but this is literally our entire budget. It does have, making sure it's actually, so this has everything. This might be the way to go, right? We've got a softbox, looks like a couple of umbrellas. Let's make sure, okay, includes 2 of these strobe lights at 400 watt seconds, okay? 1 transmitter, 2 light stands. Okay, so that tells me the receiver's built in. That's a good sign. Let's see, we got softbox, our standard reflector. Again, that's the reflector that goes on the light. We got black silver umbrella, black white umbrella, so 2 umbrellas. Honeycomb grid, which is nice. This gives us a lot of options here, and it has a carrying case. 485. So this is our best one so far. I'm gonna put this at number 1. I'm gonna go back to the main page here. This is the original search. I'm just gonna get rid of that. All right, so we got this. All right, we're here again with the Neewer. Okay, so we're basically looking at this, and this is our 2 options at this point. Oh, right, this is what we're looking at. It's the same kit. This has got upgraded. Something's interesting going on here. Is this? Let's see if this comes with the same stuff. Different setup. 4.7, although it has less ratings. It only has 4 ratings. I'm looking for a list of what comes with this because this looks to be the same as the other one. That's very interesting. right? We got the reflector, we got the two lights. And the only reason why I'm looking at this guy with at that price point, okay, I'm going to say no to this Godox. This is not good. All right. So really, are these the same kit? Neewer 600 flash target, 2 packs of upgraded. Okay. It's interesting. This one, oh, this is the Godox. Okay. So we have this one, this one. Oh, I see. I have two Godox. This is a different Godox. I was confusing myself here. Okay, there we go. Let's look at these in order. So we got these two Neewers, right? We got this one, 600. All right. 2 softbox, trigger, light stands, reflector bag. This one, yeah, this looks like the same thing. It's got a discount for some reason. So this might actually be, this might be worthwhile if we're buying it right this second, because it's normally $429, which is actually cheaper than the other one anyways, but this is the exact same kit. So let's eyeball this thing for a second. This is not bad. The only downside to this one is the fact that it doesn't have the built-in receiver where the Godox does. So I'm going to close this one. That's the higher priced one because they're the same. And I'm going to take a quick look at these two Godox. This one's $455. Cloth bag. That bag's not as nice. For 30 bucks, I'd get the other one. Okay, so we're looking at this. So at $485, I think you're going to get a slightly better kit here. I think Godox is going to be better than Neewer in general brand-wise. You also have more versatility because you have an umbrella and it looks like a better bag. So honestly, that's a better kit, unless you also want to add something else like a background. Like goes with this at $319, we should be able to pick up a background as well. So let's go and see if we can get a background. Because that's the other thing, right? When you're doing this kind of stuff, backdrop kit. You know, if you're going to do portraits, you're going to want some kind of a background. We only really have about $150 here. So let's actually put a price. Let's go 50 to 100. See if we find anything that looks worthwhile. Photography background support with muslin background kits, white and black for $100. So for 100 plus 319, so for 419, we could get these kind of cheaper lights and a backdrop kit, right? Or for basically $60 more, we can get some better lights with a built-in receiver. And what's nice about this too is that I think, I'm not an expert in the Godox line, but I'm pretty sure that it comes with like it comes with kind of this janky transmitter. But I think that a lot of the Godox stuff is intercompatible. So if we started with this really basic transmitter, we might be able to get a better transmitter later if we want to have like other options, because this is obviously not TTL or anything. All right, let's see. The only thing I dislike, they crushed the bag, a box. Okay, well, that's not the problem with the thing. So I'm going to say at this point, we're looking at two options. We're looking at either this Godox kit for $485, that's complete, really nice, good 2 softbox kit, versatile, or we're looking at the slightly less good Neewer lights and a backdrop kit. It really depends on where you want to spend your money. So you can see that even with a small budget of $500, we do have some options, and both of these are pretty good. Again, Neewer's not the best thing in the world. I think based on, you know, looking around, talking to people, I don't use either one of these brands really. I think Godox is probably a better brand. So it comes down to, if you had $500 and you need to buy something and have it last 6 months while you shot a bunch of stuff and you needed a background and that's really all the money you had, the Neewer kit's probably better. If you were thinking to build and grow long term, I think the Godox kit is better. In any case, I'll put links to both of them in the description so you guys can read through them and check them out and see if they're good for you. Let me know if you've used either one of these kits or you have a similar kit. Which one would you choose? And also in the comments below, like I said, let me know a budget and a type of photography that you would want to do, and we'll go from there. Maybe in the next step, we'll try to buy one of these kits and we'll see where it goes. In any case, If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get the videos. Also, check the description below. I have a Discord channel, which you can join. There you can chat with us all about photography. Let me know what you want to see on the channel and all that goodness. And there's also a link to my Patreon if you'd like to support the channel in that way. In any case, I'll talk to you soon.